Welcome to the Too Posh Podcast.
I am Gabrielle. I'm a former New York Mafia princess, originally from Austria. I am the mother of 3 and the owner of Too Posh Boutique. And here with my beautiful co-host, Marcella, my daughter.
Hello, I'm Marcella. I'm a dancer, choreographer, model, and designer for Too Posh. And I say whatever the I want.
Hi, my name is Cruz. I am a stylist. I also own the Society Salon in the Design District, and I am a short little Mexican with a big personality.
I am Polly. I am a certified sexual health consultant and educator, former professional dominatrix, currently working at the largest adult novelty store in the Texas Panhandle.
What will they say next? Welcome to the Too Posh Podcast.
So everybody, we had a little bit of a break because Danielle and Liv, our Dallas Gossip Girls, have made it here.
We're back.
Extra juicy.
Triple X rated.
So we got a little bit of a late start with Berkley because she had a flat tire on her way here.
Slight delay.
We are in the middle of a very juicy story, guys, and she is going to continue. And
yeah, I was gonna say, just have Liv and Dee join because they were actually there.
Okay.
Well,
we witnessed the
okay.
Yeah, so I was just telling them how this person used to take us all out and let us do whatever we want. So I was telling him that the story about how he jumped across the table trying to say hi to Tyron Smith and then broke the table.
And it's like a thick table. Like it's like full wood. It's like this thick. Like it's very sturdy.
How hard did he? How hard did he jump?
How hard did he jump?
Hard enough.
Hard enough.
Hard enough to break it in half.
In half.
Did he get hurt?
I mean, I don't think he really can. Like he's like
he's like a giant SUV.
Yes.
Just goes.
Yeah. Like he cannot get rid of him.
But so yeah, then at that point, okay, we should probably leave. So now me and him are walking down the hallway to Candle, trying to leave. And this dude just falls hard.
He fell down.
Yeah, like big
in the hallway.
like yelling, like timber, like big tree falling. Ooh.
So meanwhile, I'm in the office making a like happy birthday sign. So I'm in there with my boss, and we're looking at the cameras, and he was like, "Oh my god, so and so just fell down the hall," and all I see is Berkley leaning over and being like, "Get the fuck up! You're embarrassing me!" And he's like bracing the wall, and my boss was like,
brace the wall.
Yeah, he was like, should we go help them? I was like, no, definitely not. This is too good. And we just literally watched the security film, and Berkley's just screaming at him, and he's just like a cockroach trying to get up. It was so damn
This is
funny.
crazy to me to hear because the first night I ever met him, he was very drunk. Very, very drunk. Like he met my whole family. Everybody, the siblings, Patrick and myself, and one of my best friends from Austria was in town. So we all meet him at the first time our meeting, and he got so drunk. And I remember when they were leaving, I was outside and I got so nervous. I was like, this guy's going to fall. And if he falls on you, he's going to kill you.
Like that's how all the time.
He always said that. And you know what?
He fell all the time.
Yes, one time, and he's so big. Like one time we were walking from Citizen to the Stoneleigh. He picked me up, put me over his head, threw me around like a rag doll, and like there's a huge construction sign. I'm like, I could have literally like been decapitated.
Her head almost smacked into the stop
like
sign.
throwing me around like I'm like 20
real.
pounds, like whoop, throwing me around.
Out of control.
He's like too much.
And then I would
gone too far with him.
Sometimes I would be working and I'd tell my friends, not Liv and Dee, but some of my other friends who don't work in the industry, like, just go hang out with him, entertain him until I get off work. So they'd be hanging out with him in the hotel waiting for me to get off work. Next thing you know, he's naked in the shower. Anyone coming in with me? And then they were like, Berkley, we're scared. Hell! They said, also, why is his dick so small?
Wait, so he's 6'9".
6'9".
Large.
Very large.
I mean, the dick grows, but it's still not.
It's a grower, not a shower.
It's got to be pretty giant to look normal on a 6'9" guy.
Maybe it's.
Hold on.
We need to like cut it off. We need to cut it off and just look at it not attached to his body.
No, I want Danielle to say one more time what she said.
A grower, not a shower.
We're not a shower. That's great.
And then what about his brother? His brother went out with us one
God.
time.
And he's equally as a disaster.
And he slept in a bush.
No, we went to sidebar.
His literally slept in a
brother
bush.
starts puking at the table.
Yeah.
All over.
I'm working.
All over.
I'm working the table.
Next thing you know,
when is this?
This is a Tuesday
this
night.
is actually like while we were dating.
Oh, okay.
I'll still continue the timeline we were talking about. But yeah, this is just a side story. Yeah, one time we were at sidebar. His brother's puking at the table. Both of them start running around. I can't wrangle both of them, so I wrangle the one I'm dating. Don't hear from the brother till the next morning. Oh yeah, I slept in the rocks outside of sidebar.
Like
by the quadrangle. I got woken up by a couple going to Orange Theory. Where I slept on the rocks in the bushes.
Wow.
But they also lived together.
And
right?
they have the audacity to say that I make bad decisions. You slept on the rocks outside of
in a bush.
But so yeah, that's just kind of in a nutshell what we would do together. So then there were
I'm
there
still
were two
at the shower that he was waiting for you in the hotel in the shower and getting naked.
Like in front of her friends.
My friends.
Like he's getting naked in front of her
Yeah,
friends.
I wasn't there.
Like,
he was with my friends and was like, "Is anyone gonna come in the shower with me?"
That's so
He said that to my friends.
So weird.
I wasn't there, and they were like, "We're scared. What is wrong with this guy?"
I would
Mind you, the whole time, this is my boyfriend.
He has a whole ass girlfriend the entire time.
Let's not forget that part.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Marcella.
That minor detail.
I thought that we were like
little detail.
exclusive.
I'll never forget that.
Totally thought that was amazing. Like, oh my god, I'm dating this guy.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, he's like randomly getting naked, asking if you want to come in the shower.
Marcella, what was he telling you he was doing?
Well, that's what before you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
got here,
She
I
was
was
out
just
of town.
I missed that.
I was judging weekends. So and I was just saying
She
it was
was
a
out
great
of town.
opportunity because I would judge
Perfect for him.
from Thursday to Sunday and come home Monday early.
Oh my
and I
god,
was
so
like,
you're a Monday through Wednesday girlfriend for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and then
was
Berkeley
perfect.
was
And
the
Berkeley was
Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Ah.
and not every weekend. It was just
Oh, we
from-
know because he would
because we would only
disappear.
see you. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I said.
a
He would
couple
ghost.
times,
He would like
and then
ghost.
leave. For a
He'd be like,
while.
"Yeah, what are y'all doing next weekend?" And we're like, "Well, what about this weekend?"
I love
He's like,
how
"No, no,
all the
next
stories
weekend."
just connect like fucking
Yeah.
Legos.
Truth always comes out.
That's how you know we're not. That's how you know we're not lying.
I
Because we're all
mean,
saying
it just
the
all
same
connects.
And then I'll
and,
never.
and the 4th of July that she was talking about, it hit me because I had to kind of look to just make sure I'm not crazy. But I was out of town for a whole week at Nationals with my kids. I was working.
You have kids?
Well, my students. Sorry.
Dance kids.
My dance.
Your dance students.
My,
Okay,
my
okay.
studio and we were gone for a full week, so it gave him again
Yeah.
more opportunity to
because he would
all the
literally
time in
like
the world.
ghost, and then
Yeah.
he'd like reappear. And
Yeah,
be like,
like,
what are we
pop
doing?
up.
What's the
Thursday,
move?
yeah,
Group
what's the
text.
move?
What's the move
function?
tonight?
And then I'll never forget.
Let's
Berkeley
get
was like,
crazy.
she puts in a group message. She goes, "Does anybody know a girl named Marcella?" And I'm like, Marcella?
Oh wait, I need to tell two
Marcella?"
stories.
Oh, before that?
So
Okay, we're not there
this
yet.
is
Okay,
how,
sorry.
This is how I kind of started getting an idea that maybe he had a girlfriend. So actually, another night we went out. We end up Ubering back to his house, and this is 2018 by this time, and we actually had never had sex up until this point because his dick never worked.
Because he was drunk.
Like I never had sex with him. These entire stories that I've been telling you.
Really? Not
Nope.
one time. He wanted
Nope.
to, but he wanted to,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't work.
He
So
wanted.
this is what, like a year and a half?
Yeah.
Equipment
yeah.
was malfunction.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So we end up Ubering back to his house, and we just passed out, and we didn't hook up until the morning. We had sex that morning because his dick worked. but I remember seeing a little dog in a cage in his room. I said, "Oh, cute." I said, "Who's? You have a dog?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm just watching a friend's dog."
Was it your dog?
Oh my god.
And then I went to the I went to the bathroom,
Poor Chanel.
and there was like a tampon wrapper in the bathroom, the trash can. I said, "What's the tampon?" He said, "Oh, I had a pool party. You know, like girls are just."
Didn't he have
always in the
daughters too? Was that
bathroom."
an easy skip?
Yeah.
right?
So I mean, it sounds believable enough,
Of
right?
course.
I mean, it's pretty casual.
But
like, it's
I
not
just
like, It's not like a pair of underwear. That would be a little more like, okay, then you for sure.
So
know.
I just kind of made a mental note. But then the biggest one. This is
Marcella.
crazy.
Were you living with him? Sorry, I missed.
I was not living with him because I refused.
Gotcha.
But like you're basically over there all the time.
But I was there every day.
I didn't know if he was like hiding your stuff. Like that's a full commitment.
Yeah,
to, like live 2 lives.
I mean, her dog was there.
Right, but
her dog was there.
I'm dog sitting, but like finding lotion and body wash.
He must have been hiding that though, because I did have all of my toiletries and all my bathroom stuff and my shower stuff and my curling irons.
But because he has
did you
a
have
daughter.
like your space, or did you just have like the whole
I had
bathroom?
he has a pretty big house, and I had one side, so I had a side by the bathtub, so that was all my stuff, and then I just had my clothes.
And that wasn't there?
I don't honestly
He
think
probably
I
had to put
much.
it all in the
me and Olivia would have been in those cabinets.
We're Snoopy.
We've been in the refrigerator and the pool bath.
The second you leave,
I have
all your shit.
I have another funny ass thing to say. But so this is a wild ass story. This is how I found out that something is up. So 2018, he texts me, "Hey, me and my friend are coming in. Can you get us a table at Citizen?" Yeah, sure. Set up the table. Comes in. Guess who his friend is? Marcella.
And two worlds colliding.
I'm expecting like a guy.
I'm like a buddy.
I'm expecting like a dude, and then this.
By the way, this is like we're together.
Are y'all not holding
year and a
hands?
half.
Yeah, this is far. This is
relationship.
This dude has some
this is a year.
fucking
Oh, hold on.
Little
This is a year and a half,
big
2
balls.
years into it.
Damn.
So I'm expecting some dude, and then this hot ass girl shows up, and I'm like, oh, okay. I could tell they were on a date, obviously, but I still didn't know that was his girlfriend, but I could tell they were on a date. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
And you're like,
Marcella's like
giving him space, or are you
no,
like, what
I
the
was
fuck?
weirded out. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, why would you bring a date to the girl?
Why would you bring your girlfriend to in the same
Why would you bring your
vicinity as your
girlfriend
side
to
piece?
your girlfriend?
Oh my. Okay.
I thought that was my other friend, Berkley. I thought that was against the. I thought you were supposed to keep those separate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't guys go to all links to make sure they never meet?
Like,
and this dude is introducing
Berkley
us.
was working,
Yeah,
so
let's
like
see what
it's not like he was
happens.
gonna run into her if they went to like Bottle Blonde.
Yeah, he purposely came to see me.
Anywhere.
Oh no. Hold on.
No, so, but wait,
I've got a
listen,
better
okay.
one than this.
But
Just
I'm not
on
done
that
with the story.
subject.
Anyways, okay.
On that quick subject.
Okay.
I had a guy bring his fucking wife into where I worked, and I was
all the
serving
time.
her.
That's because they know you.
not
can't say
knowing.
anything.
No, I didn't know her. I had never
You
seen
didn't know
her.
he had a wife?
I know I knew he had a wife, but I didn't think he had the balls to bring her in, knowing I was working.
Who the
books
fuck
a
does
table
that?
with me and lets me serve his
Why
wife.
would you do that? Why would you introduce the two?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's gotta be
it
like
was so
some,
wild.
like,
So then I don't even
mental
y'all
issues.
still don't know this is the wife, right? So now the two of them have like kind of canoodled off to the side, and they're like arguing. He would always be like, "Oh, this is my homegirl. These are my friends." Blah blah blah. So they're like arguing. So my other girlfriend was like, "Why is he arguing with his friend like that?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like that's kind of weird. Who argues with their friend like that?" Come to find out, that was the wife,
Oh.
and it was like.
Why?
What is wrong with God? What is wrong with
Why?
God?
There's so many other places.
Why would they do that? Why would you bring this drama into your life? Why would you invite
like
this
you're
drama
just
into your life?
you're begging.
You're
for
asking
it. You're
for it.
begging for it.
And, and then
but
it brings the question up, like, is she okay with it, or is she just that fucking
No,
retarded?
she's just fucking
No, I
stupid.
think the
Just an
guy is
idiot.
that
He
off their
retarded.
rocker.
I think he's retarded, but like,
No, the
she's
guy
like,
is that off their rocker. They have mental issues.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Okay.
But
So Berkley,
anyways,
So when she came in, you said you were weirded out. So
yeah, I was
what
weirded
happened?
out, but I didn't say anything. But I
You didn't.
introduced myself. I'm like, "Do y'all want anything to drink? Whatever."
And you're working, so you're
Yeah,
keeping
and
it
I
professional.
I can't start charging this dude up. I'm
Right.
Not yet.
Even though I have done that before. But so Marcella's like talking to someone, and he whispers to me, "You look so hot. I want to see you naked. Your ass is so amazing."
So sweet.
And y'all are kind of
While his girlfriend
too,
is
so
right
that's like,
there.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So I'm like, he must be on a date. I'm like, this is kind of weird, but again, I didn't really have like strong feelings for him at this time, so I didn't care that much, but I did think it was weird. But anyways, so then y'all leave. We're closing up. This man starts calling me 20 times in a row. I'm not kidding. He called me 20 times in a row. Maybe sent 50 text messages. I'm not kidding.
Saying what?
While you guys were together. So he's still with you.
Marcella. Yeah, he's still with you.
You're in the car.
Yeah, like, you guys are in the Uber together.
I know.
Where you at? What's the move? What are we doing? Come to the W. Let's after party.
I know what this is.
Yeah, so you're no.
I remember this story.
Come to the W. Let's after party. Let's after party, please.
As if it's like a raging party. Yeah. Like they're trying to like
we were
keep
having
drinking.
that. What was a staycation?
Yeah. So what were y'all doing?
We were having like a staycation date because his house was in Prosper, obviously. So he was like, "Well, let's go to Dallas and we'll stay at the W. We'll go to dinner. We'll go out."
Oh my!
So we were having
romantic.
Staycation.
Yeah. So we were real romantic, and I remember Berkley and another girl coming over, and I was, and then it got really fucking weird because I was like,
he didn't tell you we were coming.
He did, but I didn't think.
But why would we even be?
He
was blowing me up, begging me to come to the after party, the alleged after party rager at the W.
So he was like, so he goes
20 times, called me 20 times.
He said they're my bottle girls, and I always get stuff from them, like after party.
After he had already had sex with me.
Yeah. So they came over, and then it was like a really weird, like this was our hotel room as a
Like it's just like the four of you there sitting on the bed with the Bose speaker playing. Like
in his robe, probably.
In his robe.
Listen to this. He was like, just come to the W. And I actually...
in the shower. Who's coming in?
Hold on.
Anybody coming in?
Hold on. Did you just say he had sex with you before?
Yeah, we had sex before this happened. The time with the dog.
Yeah,
that was the first time we had sex.
I thought that.
No, not that.
No.
Oh, could you imagine?
So I think
wouldn't put it past him.
I think that was a few months before this.
Got it.
Because this was 2018.
Got it.
But so yeah, Kaylin. It was Kaylin. I said, okay, let's just go check this out. If it's lame, we'll leave.
It's just nice.
We show up. It's him and her. I'm like, this is not a party.
This is a date night.
And whatever. He's shirtless. And poor Marcella's taking off her makeup, like wanting to go to bed. She's like, and she's actually being so nice to us. And I'm like,
that would be so fucking
this is the weirdest thing. And then he's texting me from inside the room. Let's go to the hallway and make out. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Marcella, where were you in all this?
She was in the room.
Taking off her makeup.
No. Oh, you can
put her
pajamas on.
Like, did you see
No.
So he thought we were So he thought we were.
He was just because
always
manipulation at its finest.
Love, like I will say, and I'm not. We would both together. We both had that like green light button. Like if we were gonna go, it was just gonna go. We would go to strip clubs together. We would do all those things, and we would. I always told people like we would party hard together, but then we would have like whatever. So in 2018, though, and I don't know what he told anybody else, but we took a 10-day, 11-day trip to California.
Wow, that's a long time.
And at this point, he was saying he was going to propose. And so
we were going to get engaged on this
trip. And he had sex like 3 weeks before.
Yes, and he was very close to my mom and very close to my mom and my stepdad. We just went to Vegas August was it 2017 when we were in Vegas together? 2018, something like that. We were doing trips together. We were doing
dinners.
I mean,
everything.
We really
couple shit, having fun.
Yeah, we really thought. I thought
like he's
because it's fun. It's fun.
Intimate time with your family.
Like, he lures you in.
And I think the time with my family, like me and my sister having sleepovers at his house. You know, we're very integrated. I'm very integrated in his family. His sister is constantly like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get married." And
hey, if you're listening to this, fuck you for calling the police on me, you bitch.
We'll get into that one in a little bit.
So by you asking that, it's where I was at in my head. Is that in 2018, I and I were about to be married.
Wow.
So you just thought Berkley was a friend.
I thought that Berkley was a bottle girl and
social.
a friend.
Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he does have a lot of friends. Like, and he loves hosting,
He's charismatic.
He loves being around people. Like,
yes.
So it wouldn't be anything weird.
Yeah.
Like, because he has many friends like that.
That's she's like thinking Berkley is the bottle girl. And
to your resume,
okay,
Berkley.
so Marcella, if like, so Berkley said that he was texting her, let's go in the hall and make out. Like, let's say you walked out and saw that. Like,
or like
how do we
far
react?
down the hall? Like, you could
devastated.
peek your head out.
I just would have been.
You had no idea. You had no
Wow.
idea this was going on at all.
He was a piece of shit.
Nothing. There was no sign.
I mean,
anything.
I would have felt the same. I can see why you thought
there
that.
was nothing until we got back that time in June 2018 was the first time he disappeared.
Is that when he left you in California?
No,
that was a different time.
That was in the very, very beginning.
No. Anyways, I texted my friend. I said, I think we should go, and she goes, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea." So we get in the Uber. I said, "Kaylin, is that his girlfriend?" I said, "Has he had a girlfriend this entire time?" She goes, "Yeah, that's definitely his girlfriend."
Probably by how we were behaving.
Right,
Well,
like
we
you're
were
taking
together,
your makeup off so
you
casually.
acted like very familiar with each other. Like I could tell it wasn't a first date.
Yeah.
And so I was like mind blown. I'm like, what the fuck?
I just don't get why the fuck.
Why
he
would you
just
do that?
Invite both of his girlfriends.
Why would he do that?
Dude, the audacity
literally
in
so
these
he probably thought we were gonna have a threesome.
That's what I thought. Or like he
he always tried to have threesome.
But in order for that, like you gotta have both of them agreeing.
Right.
And you only get.
I don't know. He might get in the shower and be like, anybody coming in?
I will.
Anybody want to come?
I will say there was a moment where that night I was like, I don't know what he thinks is going to happen. Maybe he's super drunk, but I thought that he wanted all of us to like be together. And that kind of weirded me out for a second, but then they left and I was like, that was really
what did you say?
random.
What was the conversation after they left? Were you just like,
that was weird.
Did you get like,
I think I probably asked
and then he was like, yeah, and then you just went to sleep?
I fell asleep because I was so tired because we would drink so much. And I
Right.
get so
You start
tired.
early.
Yeah.
You go to dinner and then you're out. Went to the club.
Cruz, we were talking about this at the hair salon. Like, why do guys, it takes so much more work to have 2 lives or 3 lives or 2 girlfriends or a wife and a girlfriend? Like, why?
Oh my God.
What's
literally
why?
the other night at Candle Room, a guy that I was talking to, not anymore, obviously, he has a girlfriend or seeing someone. Candle Room on a Saturday night. Okay, it's not the poppin' place on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And also, I work there. He comes in, okay? I don't notice him at first. He's wearing a hat, but mind you, he's in full dress attire. Like a dress shirt, jeans, like, right?
Like a date.
But has a Tesla hat on. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But what really caught my eye and why I started paying attention to him is because his date ordered a strawberry margarita with sugar on the rim.
Do they even
19?
First of all, we are not a Mexican restaurant, nor do we have a blender and like or puree. Like, where are you thinking you're at, right?
Club.
And then he mimics
and mind
the
you,
order.
there's 4 people in the Candle Room, and it's the 4 of them, and then the 2 of us.
Us in
and
the
I'm
corner.
like, Danielle, that's him. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. I'm like, you couldn't think for 1 second when your girlfriend maybe suggests, oh, let's go to Candle Room. It's right next door. I would have been like, oh no, it sucks on Saturdays. Like, let's go across the street to, I don't know, PM or Felix or, I mean, God, anywhere else. They're literally the only 2 people.
What is the audacity?
And then I charged him up.
Something's not.
I was like, I'm gonna wait for him to go to the bathroom and I'm gonna
Something's
charge
not
his ass up,
firing
and I did.
right.
But
And he was stunned.
I do think it's crazy because if it was going on that long, that he would bring us together. I don't know why.
Yeah, why
I
would
have
he do
no
that? I
idea.
still
He got
don't-
brave.
I think he really kind of
He
likes
got
that
brave,
thrill of
yeah.
like,
No,
he's like, okay, I've gotten away with it for so long.
I asked him, I said, why would you do that? He said, well, we were kind of
On the rocks.
on the outs. We were getting ready to break up, and she kind of knew that I had a crush on you. So
They're always separated.
Meanwhile,
They're
he's
always
about to
separated.
The wife always knows. The girlfriend always knows.
Oh no,
Meanwhile,
my
Marcella
wife
thinks
is
she's
cool
getting
with it. My
engaged.
wife's cool with it. Oh no.
Okay,
We're
let's call her. Let's
separated.
call her right now
We're
and ask her.
separated.
Let's make sure.
But anyways, after that night, I don't know. I was under the impression that after that night, y'all broke up because I didn't know how long y'all had been dating.
Of course not.
But after that night, we were hanging out all the time, talked every day. And by October 2018, like we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
That makes sense.
And where are you, Marcella?
I broke up with him in August of 2018.
Oh, so he picked up right after. But he already had you already
had one ready to
go. Because it started, I have photos and everything. In June 2018, this motherfucker started disappearing. And that's when I wasn't judging. Nothing was going on. He was like, I'm going out with a friend, work meeting. Well, I know your work meeting isn't lasting till midnight. Where the fuck are you?
3 a.m.
And I would be at his house
waiting.
Sometimes just
and
waiting.
Berkley and him are in a hotel.